Welcome to BUS204 Business Statistics. I'm your professor, Dr. Annie No, and in this video, I'll be going over some of the course basics as well as a tour of Canvas. So here we are on our homepage, and you'll notice I've got some quick links towards the top here, as well as brief instructions on how to navigate Canvas. So here's the link to my Zoom student hours, which are on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. Or you can email me to schedule an appointment anytime during the week. I also have a link to the Math Learning Center, which is a great resource to help you out when you're working on homework. And then some quick links include the syllabus for our class, the class project, and the glossary of statistics symbols that we'll be using throughout the course. So clicking on the syllabus button here, or you can click on the syllabus link on the left side in the navigation menu, will take you to our course syllabus. This gives you an overview of the course, my contact info, and student hours. You can also download a full copy of the syllabus here, which is a PDF version that you should read carefully through. Scrolling down further is the course description, course details, the course learning objectives, and student learning outcome. And more importantly, at the very bottom is the course summary. So I already have the entire course set up with all assignments and due dates. So you can take a quick look here and plan accordingly for the semester and know what to expect. At the start of each week, I send out an email on Monday mornings so that you'll know what to do for the week. You'll want to take a look at the announcements link here on the left, and you can see the latest announcements up at the top here once they appear. Any additional announcements are released throughout the week via email as well. Scrolling down, you'll see the welcome video that you're watching right now, as well as my email address if you need to send me a quick message. Since you are starting the course for the first time, you'll want to make sure to click on the Let's Begin, which will take you through the course orientation and resources module. And I'll take you through that in just a moment. In addition, scrolling down a bit further, you'll see the quick links to all of the modules in our course. So when you know which module you want to get to, you can quickly access that module by clicking on the icon for it. But let's go ahead and click the Let's Begin button to go through our course orientation and resources module. Once you're in the course orientation and resources module, you'll just want to read through carefully and click Next through each of the pages. So this is the welcome message regarding the course. This is a fully online course, meaning there are no required scheduled meetings. However, I do have optional virtual meetings throughout the semester. So for instance, there's an optional virtual orientation on Wednesday, August 25th from 4 to 5 p.m. for those students who want to meet with me and your peers and ask questions and talk about the course more. I'll go ahead and click Next. Here's a bio page about me. It's got my contact information, student hours. Email is the fastest way to reach me, but make sure to always include your full name and BUS204 as I teach multiple sections of different classes. I will respond within 24 hours. Note that for help with my lab statistics homework, please use the Ask My Instructor in the system to send me your specific homework question. That way I can give you guided instructions and I can see your actual problem. Make sure to check out my background in teaching philosophy, and I've got a quick video here as well. I've got a YouTube channel with all of the videos for our course, along with videos for my other classes I teach. So you just want to make sure to find the correct playlist applicable to us. Feel free to subscribe, but all of the videos can be found in Canvas. Here are the weekly expectations. So this course is structured using modules to help you understand the weekly content and keep up with the assignments. So my lecture videos are not 2.5-hour long lectures. I break them up into shorter videos by concept, so you can spread them out throughout the week. So the general structure for the week, you'll want to read the assigned chapters, watch the lecture videos, and follow along using the worksheets I provide. These worksheets will help guide your note-taking so that you're not writing everything down. You can just write down the most important stuff, and everything else is already typed out on these worksheets for you. I also have Excel tutorial videos that come with Excel files, so you can download them here. Everything you need is also in the modules, so you can download it from there as well. There are reading quizzes that are due on Sundays, which will make sure that you have read and learned the concepts that you need for the chapter. They are open book, untimed, and you actually get 2 tries with the highest score recorded. Then there's the My Lab Statistics homework assignment, also due on Sundays. These are worth 20 points per assignment. There are also participation and check-in assignments spread out throughout the course in most modules. That'll give you a chance for us to kind of connect in case you're having any questions about the content. And then most weeks include additional assignments related to a research project. So here is my deadlines and late work policy. All assignments and quizzes have a 1-day grace period. All that means is you don't have to ask for permission or tell me you're going to submit a day late if you need that extra time for any reason at all. Just take it. Note that exams do not have a grace period and are closed after the due dates. So if you need an extension, please contact me before an exam due date and I can help accommodate. In regards to exam retakes, if you score below 70%, I will offer you the option to retake a different exam. You just have to do it within 1 week of me returning your original grade exam. As for revisions in the MyLab statistics homework and project assignments are open throughout the entire semester. So you can always go back and improve them or revise them, and I accept those up until the last day of class. The required textbook and MyLab statistics registration is Business Statistics, a Decision-Making Approach, the 10th edition. You should purchase this from the Miracosta bookstore if you want a physical loose-leaf textbook, but if you don't need a physical copy, then you can just purchase the ebook with access code using the instructions here in Canvas. Please do not buy our book from anywhere else, Amazon or Chegg or any other website, because it will not have our unique access code to MyLab statistics. You should take the 14-day free trial to access all the materials and homework while you're trying to figure out if this class is right for you, or if you're just waiting for financial aid or whatever reason. There are no refunds after you buy the textbook, and you do need access to the text and homework for the first week of class in order to complete the assignments. Note, if you are a part of the EOPS program, textbook vouchers and codes may be available to you, so please check with EOPS and me before purchasing. And if you're interested in applying for the EOPS program, I've got a link here for more information. As for the required technology, you need a calculator of any kind and access to a computer with Microsoft Excel and internet access. If you don't have Excel already on your computer, you have a couple of options. You can download Microsoft Office 365, the desktop version, for free from Miracosta. I've got links and a video here. You can also use VMware, which will let you virtually access Miracosta's campus computers, which have Excel, using this link here. It is not possible to pass this course without access to MyLab statistics and Excel. It is a big component of the grade and your learning. Scrolling down, here are the instructions on how to register for MyLab statistics. Note that Safari on Mac does not work well with MyLab statistics. So this is a common issue for a lot of students. Make sure you're using Chrome or Firefox. Do not attempt to register through the publisher's website directly. You have to access it through Canvas and register through Canvas. It's embedded in the system. There is no course ID, so you'll want to log into Canvas like you usually do, and then click on the MyLab and Mastering, which is on the left side in the navigation menu here, and then just follow the instructions once that appears on the screen. So if you don't have a Pearson account, you will create one. If you do have an account, you'll just log in with your existing username and password. And then you can pick one of the following options. So if you bought the book with the code, enter the code. If you want to buy the ebook with code, just provide your credit card information and pay for it. And if you're using the 14-day free trial for any reason at all, there's a link near the bottom of the page that talks about the free trial access. I also have a video that'll walk you through it. It's a generic video from the publisher. On this page is the instructions on how to get Excel for free from Miracosta College. So I've got some information here as well as a video. In addition, once you have Excel on your computer, here are the instructions to turn on Data Analysis Tool Pack, which has a lot of these statistical analysis tools that we need for this course. Again, I've got written instructions, but also videos. On this page, I have helpful tips to help you do well with the MyLab Statistics homework. So I've got a video that walks you through all of that, but I also have it written out if you prefer to read. But I do want to highlight, in terms of the homework, do not spend more than 10 minutes stuck on a problem. Contact me for assistance using the Ask My Instructor. And if you run into rounding errors, which are very minor, again, use the Ask My Instructor to send me your problem and your work, and I can manually give you credit for the problem so you don't have to redo it. On this page, I've compiled resources that MiraCosta has, like the Math Learning Center, the Student Support Hub, the help desk for Canvas and MyLab, and our CARE program, which can help you with your needs outside of the classroom. On this page is advice from past students on what they wish they had known before taking this course. So across the tabs here, you can just click and see I've got advice on homework, on math and vocab, about the videos and technology, about the quizzes and exams, and then of course other miscellaneous advice. So check these out and get a feel for what your peers find has been helpful to keep in mind if you want to do well in this course. As an online course, time management is so important, especially with everything else going on in the world right now. So I've got some visual instructions here on how to set up some tools in Canvas like notifications regarding due dates on assignments, instructions on how to turn on the calendar feature with all assignment deadlines, and then just where you can find the to-do list on the home page of our course. I've also got some tips to help manage with procrastination. That's usually the number one thing students will tell me is an issue for them. So I've offered my favorite strategy to beat procrastination, which is the 5-minute rule. And then I've got some different types of procrastination that you might be experiencing, along with some strategies to address them. So check these out if you're running into any trouble with procrastination. The module also includes any extra credit assignments. For instance, I offer extra credit if you attend the Accounting and Business Club meetings. I'll post more information as the events arise. There's also a newspaper article analysis worth 20 points if you want to do that. Usually students do that towards the second half of the semester. And then at the end of each module, there'll be a end of module message that'll let you know you've reached the end. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on the modules link over here on the left and give you a high-level overview of what the modules look like in our course. So here's the course orientation and resources module that you just went through. And you can see how it's structured, right? There's the end. So I'll go ahead and just minimize this so we don't have to scroll down so much. The little triangle here, if you click on it, it just closes that module. And then if you need to open it, just click it again and it opens right back up. The next few modules here are related to the class project. So I've got all the resources for the Airbnb research project module in one place. And this one has all of the assignments in one place. Note though that for the project, the assignments and related resources are all embedded in the weekly modules that they appear in. So these two modules are really just intended for like quick reference if you need to find something real quick. I also have some external resources, some math tutorials, Excel Windows training, and elementary statistics websites. And then here is the structure of our weekly modules. So you can see here in the week 1 module, the first thing is the chapter resources page. So this is where you can find everything you need for the week in here. And I'll show you that in just a moment. And then other assignments appear just below that. So in our first week, there's an introduction discussion board where your original post is due on Thursday, and then your peer post is due on Sunday. Here's the link to the reading quiz. Here's a link to the MyLab Chapter 1 homework. And then you'll notice at the end, towards the end of the module, there's a concept check-in. You can also see I've got a couple more weeks open. The week 2 module, very similarly structured. The chapter resources, the discussion board. I have a check-in assignment here to make sure you have Excel and what you need. Again, the reading quiz, the homework, and then the check-in discussion board to see how things are going. And then, yeah, it just repeats after that. So let's go ahead and walk you through the first week's module. So after you read chapter 1, you'll find the lecture videos here, and I do have a PDF version of the lecture slides, so you can always review that, print that out, take notes on it. All of the chapters except for chapter 1 has a practice problems worksheet because it's mostly conceptual. Again, I have information about turning on data analysis tool pack and using VMware if you need it. So here's the introduction discussion board. Again, original post due Thursday, peer post due Sunday. I've got some questions here that you'll fill out, and I have instructions regarding how to do the peer post, which is worth 5 points. Here's the chapter 1 quiz, which are due on Sundays. Just click the blue link when you're ready. And then here's the link to the MyLab homework. You'll click on the button here to load the homework in a new browser. So make sure to turn off pop-up blockers if you have them. But usually at the top, I have some links to useful resources. In this case, for chapter 1, I remind you to review the tips on how to do well in MyLab. And then I've got the chapter 1 resources for easy access here too. So here's the concept check-in. This counts towards participation, but it covers chapters 1 through 4. So the purpose of this discussion board is to provide students a space to ask for further clarification from me. If nothing was unclear or confusing about a chapter, then no post is required, so you don't have to post every week. Before posting though, make sure to review the student questions that have already been asked by your peers below and my responses. If your question has already been asked and I've answered it, click the like on the instructor's response to the question. Now, if there are concepts from the chapters that you find unclear or confusing and you want me to further clarify, then you'll want to post under the thread for that chapter. So scrolling down, you can see I've got threads already started, one for each chapter, including an example. So to post your question, just hit the reply button here, and then type in your question and hit post reply for it to appear, and then I'll respond to it. You can see I've got chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and I even have a general thread in case you just have curiosities about MiraCosta College and or your career paths. This assignment is worth 5 points for participating, either by posting a question or by answering your peer's question, and you only have to do it once for these chapters. I do have 2 more concept check-in discussion boards for the other chapters in the course. Now remember though, if you have a question or need help on a MyLab Statistics homework problem, please use the Ask My Instructor link in the homework system to send me your question, and I respond within 24 hours. Don't post homework questions in here because I can't see your homework, and so it'll make it harder for me to help you on it. And that's the end of the week 1 module. If you click next, it'll just take you to the week 2 module. And so here you can see for week 2, very similar. I've got the lecture videos. I've got a PDF version of the lecture slides. Here's the chapter 2 practice problems worksheet that you'll want to download and follow along while you're watching the videos. There's also a link to an Excel file for you to download so that you can follow along. So you can see I have a lot of resources for this class. But anytime you've got questions, feel free to reach out, and welcome to the course.